So when I was, oh for sake. Last July, when I was at the Audio Extravaganza, I asked Thomas Theorist a question. Are you ever going to do a video retrospective on the Thomas Creator Collective?
No, probably not, because there's so much fan content and I wouldn't want to comment on fan content. It is official, but still it's like a lot of fan content. I don't really want to touch fan content, if that makes sense. But I mean, I have thought about it, but like I don't realistically want to sit down and watch a bunch of TCC stuff.
Yeah, fair point, honestly. It does get better until the end. For the longest time now, I have wanted a long retrospective type video about the Thomas Creator Collective. I did plan on making one a long time ago. I spoke to Enterprising Engines and asked him about any juicy behind the scenes intel he might have, because he actually worked on it. But I actually lost all of that when I lost my Discord account and I no longer have contact with him. So, and also I never followed through on making that video, as you can tell, because I'm making it now. Now, since the Sodor show is kind of f***ed, because Sodor Online is messed up and Blue Train with Friends f***ing sucks, I have no idea what to do with my channel. I'm kind of on the edge of a cliff, because without Blue Train with Friends and Sodor Online, my channel is starting to like tilt down and fall off the edge to its doom. So, I'm going to do something new. I'm going to try and make some of my own original content that's kind of similar to Unlucky Tug or Thomas Theorist. Which is going to be bad, because I'm a f***ing idiot and I'm not as smart as these two. So this video is the first video of a new era. And I'm sorry that I'm looking down so much. I've never done a live action video before, and I gotta keep looking at the script to remember my lines. This video is the first video of a new era of my channel. So I boy do hope you do looking at my pretty face. Or I could just use PNGs of 0, because then the mic quality would be a lot better. But then you guys don't get to see how sexy I am, and that's just f***ing hell. Anyway, let's go. Me and my friends did a watch party, so we are going to be cutting to that every now and then, but now let's get into the secrets of the stolen crown. Now, the video starts with Thomas and Percy puffing down the line to a treasure exhibition, and they are both pretty in character. Percy asking questions and not understanding basic stuff just like he did in the hit era, and Thomas being cheeky and teasing him.
What's a maritime museum anyway? No, seriously, what does maritime mean?
Percy?
Side note, I hate Diesel199's stupid ass laugh. He does it all the time and it me off. Like, listen to it. Imagine that. That is the sound I hear in my nightmares. And it makes it even worse because he voices almost every character. So we arrive at the museum. For some reason Diesel 10's there. Ryan looks like Marion was playing What's Inside My Shovel? And the answer was crack cocaine. And then she shared some with James because they both look like they're on something. So Topham Hatt is shining bright like a diamond. And okay, I'm not trying to be an this video isn't just going to be me hating on the whole thing. That's not what it's going to be. I know that this was the first ever Thomas Creator Collective project, and all of the team involved must have still been trying to get their foot in. But it's clear that even though it is a bit rocky, there is a lot of potential, and it is still good. So let's just keep on going. The sets, while small, do their job and aren't too noticeable. And I like how this video acts as a sort of sequel to Sodor's Legend of the Lost Treasure, with the plot revolving around a clue that leads to a treasure on the box that was found in that movie.
What's Skiff doing here? Didn't he help Sailor John take the treasure from Sir Topham Hatt?
I do like how Percy doesn't trust Skiff, since Skiff was working with Sailor John in that movie, and Percy didn't understand the full situation, so he has a natural dislike to Skiff.
Once a thief, always a thief.
So, the box has a treasure inside, and Salty is there because Salty's a pirate, and they need someone to have one line about talking about pirate stuff, and so Salty just kind of left the docks to just say, just be here.
Salty, where the fuck you going? Yody hody ho, I'd love to stick around, shiver me timbers, but I need to go give exposition for a thing. Woo!
You're fucking broke, are you kidding me? So anyway, the clue is told to the engines, and right after that, Diesel 10 leaves. And Thomas thinks he's up to something. Racist prick. So Topham Hatt tells the engines, listen, guys, I know it sounds fun, but we cannot go off hunting for treasure, okay? You all have jobs to do, alright? So Thomas and Percy do the exact opposite, because if they didn't, there wouldn't be a story. Well, not exactly. You see, they're going to spy on Diesel 10 because they think that Diesel 10 is doing something evil.
I love how the Diesel Works building is just a cardboard cutout.
So they go to the Diesel Works and they hide behind some trucks and... Okay, no. How the fuck do Ari, Bert, and Diesel not see them? Thomas and Percy are in their direct line of sight. How do you not see a bright blue and green engine right in front of you? And not to mention, the conversation just started. This means that they were very close behind Diesel 10. You telling me Diesel 10 is dead? I mean, he doesn't have any ears, does he? As long as that's not brought up, then I guess it doesn't really matter.
Didn't know he had ears. I hear that.
You just had to fuck with the continuity. Ari and Bert do have some funny moments, and it does get a chuckle out of me. They are quite funny.
Honestly, can't you ever look presentable? I'll have you know, this stubble gives my chin some much needed definition.
But something that bugs me is, it feels very out of character. It is funny, don't get me wrong, but it's just... If they're acting like Splatter and Dodge, the things they're saying, it sounds like something Splatter and Dodge would say. But alas, Splatter and Dodge were lost to time, never appeared again after Magic Railroad. May they rest in peace. I don't know what salute I'm doing, I'm not religious.
Why is Dart all alone? Don't Den and Dart have separation anxiety?
Diesel 10 tells the Diesels about the riddle, and the other Diesels just take the piss out of him, because they mean, what are they going to do with the crown?
So what do we care if there's a crown? Do you plan on wearing it?
I do gotta say, I think that Adam I can't say his last name. I think Adam's voice for Diesel is probably my favourite voice for that the character has just ever had. I don't know, it just sounds so good, and it only gets better further on in the Thomas Crate Collective, from what I've seen.
We're going to find that crown for the museum first, and prove once and for all that diesel engines are better than steam engines.
Yeah, sure, it's clear that the Diesels aren't as good as the Steamies because they've got their heads so far up their own asses, they can't see Thomas and Percy right in front of them!
But we could sell the crown. Think of the possibilities.
So Diesel 10 wants to sell the crown. How? And why? They're trains, they don't have need for currency. And also, if their goal is to make everyone think that Steamies are better than Diesels, why don't they just do the right thing? Like, hey everyone, it's me, the Diesels! We found the lost treasure! Here you go, put it back in the museum! We, the Diesels, found the hidden treasure, and we returned it rightfully to where it's supposed to be! Look how cool we are! But instead, they're selling it for their own selfish gain. Why? Thomas and Percy hear their plan and they need to get a head start. So, they take their leave and reveal... Percy, why did you go forward? Why the fuck would you run into the trucks? Why are you going forward, Percy? The exit is behind you. Why would you go forward? So, the Diesels hear the sound of Percy's stupidity and they start to go to Thomas and Percy, and Thomas and Percy blow steam so they don't get caught.
Thomas, we need to go.
No, Percy. I have a plan. Make as much steam as you can.
Wouldn't it make more sense to just run away? Like, if you blow steam, all you're doing is telling the Diesels that there is a steam engine here. I mean, to be fair, you don't even need to use steam. We've already established that the Diesels are fucking blind!
I'm blind in my left eye, and 43% blind in my right eye. I don't see much of nothing. As a matter of fact, I can't even see you, sir.
And so, Thomas and Percy skedaddle on out of there and try to go find the crown before Diesel 10. And you know I'm about to go on a rant because I just did the clap that I do right before I have something to complain about. Something that I hate about this video is how inconsistent it is with the face editing. 1 second, they're swapping face masks. Okay, that's cool. 1 second later, Then they use clay, which looks a bit odd, but hey, it's fine. Okay, now they're editing the faces. Why are you editing the faces? A second ago, you pick a thing. Edit them, clay, or face mask. Or just don't do anything. Let the voice actors tell the emotion and just leave the faces as blank smiles. Like, my dad just died today, Percy. I am very sad. My mouth doesn't move. So Thomas and Percy go down the line, and why the fuck is Topham there? Why is he, what? I can just imagine him being like, hey, what the fuck you two doing? Oh, hi sir, we're looking for the crown. Oh, no the fuck you ain't. Thomas, get the fuck back to your the fucking branch line, mate. You got jobs to do. And Percy, fuck you. What did I do, sir? So Thomas and Percy puff down the line, and they're talking about the riddle. And after a while, Percy... why the fuck did the script just reset? I was at the orgy extravaganza when I asked Thomas Series the question. Splashes cup of water on face. So Thomas and Percy puff down the line, and Percy thinks that the puzzle is trying to lead them to Toby's branch line, because he just got random words from the puzzle to form waterfall instead of the more obvious stuff in the riddle. But the riddle, bleh.
Water, fall, watery wall, a waterfall.
And then they run into Skiff. Good old fucking physics-defying Skiff. Hi, Skiff. What you doing, mate? The correct term would be Skiff runs into them. Hold on. Yeah, get ready. Clap of complaint. So, Skiff is a boat. On wheels, might I add. He hasn't got a motor. No firebox, no driver, actually. There's nothing, no one in there. Nope. He's just good old nature-powered. He goes wherever the wind takes him.
Thomas, I've been looking everywhere for you.
Skiff says that he's been looking all over for Thomas. But how? He's a sailboat. He goes wherever the wind takes him. He has no self-control. He can't just go where he pleases. It's a very sad existence. He is literally bound to the rails, to wherever the wind takes him. He's a fucking kite on wheels. How has he been looking for Thomas? And how did he end up here? Anyway, Skiff says that he thinks he has solved the riddle. The riddle. Fucking brain rot! Skiff says that he has solved the riddle. But Percy is like, nuh-uh, I solved the riddle. The riddle. Skiff says that he thinks that he has solved the riddle. Solved the flare. Skiff says that he thinks he solved the riddle. But Percy is like, nuh-uh, I solved the riddle. It's behind a waterfall on Toby's branch line. But Skiff says, no, I must be on the River Who, because... I can't do a Skiff impression. No, actually, Percy, it might be on the River Who, because the riddle...
Who is the one who is hiding my treasure? Who isn't a person? Who is a river? The River Who. Sailor John and I sailed along it one time.
But Percy refuses to believe Skiff, due to him not trusting Skiff and all. And so, Thomas, Skiff, and Percy head towards Toby. Hello! Hi, Spire and Dodge! How you been? It's only been 9 fucking years since you were last existing. How are the kids? How's the wife? How are you doing? What's going on? Why are you here?
Hey look, it's some stinky steamies and a boat?
My name's Skiff.
Of course they're voiced by Diesel199, for fuck's sake! They add nothing to the story, and they don't do anything except say, there's nothing down here, and then they leave. But, yeah, it's nice seeing them again. Hope they're doing well.
Spider Dodge! Spider Dodge! They're cannon! Can't do. Wait, do we?
The goats. It's the goats.
But there's nothing there.
No, there has to be. The riddle said there would be. Then shift the rocks to find your prize.
There are no rocks to move, Percy.
What's your manners, little green bugger? Don't growl at them, they're just doing their job.
But, uh-oh, turns out Percy was wrong. Percy, you are such a fucking idiot. Go to the timeout corner. Now! Naughty.
Well, maybe there is.
Oh, and you only mentioned that now, Thomas! You could have saved doing all this shit! Now, this is actually a really cool reference. Thomas takes them to the same cave that he went in The Great Discovery. You know, the same mine where all of this happened.
Cinders and ashes! Oh shit!
I would have thought Thomas would have developed some severe PTSD and never want to go into that cave again. But guess not. Sure, let's go in the abandoned watery cave that is not in a good condition to fit 3 engines, let alone 1. I do like this one shot where it shows Skiff's sail being blown right before he gets pushed into the tunnel. And also, I love how they use the larger scale Percy and Thomas to show the lamps turning on. That is creative and fun.
I'm going in!
Okay, that was funny.
Wooden railway!
Oh no, me and the boys when we go into the cave that turns us into wooden railway.
No.
Once they enter the mine, it turns them into wooden railway. And this is actually the first of many times that they will switch up the things that they're using to make the videos. In the Thomas Creator Collective, there's a lot of different people, a lot of different content creators who all specialize in different things and use different mediums to make their content. So, I think it's a really good way to promote every single line of toys. But every now and then, they'll swap from models to wooden railway to Take and Play to Tomy, even fucking Capsule Play Rail. And no one likes Capsule Play Rail.
I'd love to continue this collection.
Oh, fuck off, Tuggy man. No one likes Capsule Play Rail. You're a fucking liar. But no Ertl. No one likes Ertl. I like Ertl. Anyway, the 3 dum-dums go into the cave, and in comedic fashion, they all bump into each other.
Watch Percy hit Thomas. Oh yeah, I fucking knew it!
Fuck!
No.
The 3 dum-dums go into the cave, and, well, they come across a set of points. The good old trolley problem dilemma. Percy wants to go left. Skiff wants to go right. Thomas does something very unexpected. He says, guys, how about we just go whatever way the points are set? Congratulations, Thomas! You just used your brain to think of something smart! As your reward, you get a Purple Hoodie Zero branded sticker. Keep this up, and you might get another one! And then all of a sudden, Skiff just starts singing Monsters Everywhere.
Alright everyone, who's up for some music on the go? No, Skiff, no, please. Alright, here we go! Just behind the rocks.
You know, for a sailboat, his voice sure ain't got no flow. You get it? It's cause he's moist.
Okay, passing the mic to you, Percy. Now join in with the chorus.
Shut your fucking mouth! Percy tells Skiff to shut the fuck up.
Whenever we want to.
Okay. That was a weird cut. What was that sound effect? Play it again. No, I'm getting it. Do it again. Whose idea was that? And then we get this really cool shot of fucking them in like a really cool scenic piece. But I can just imagine fucking Enterprising Engines. He just goes out to the park with like a Tesco bag full of his wooden railway shit, and then he plops himself down, sits in the muddy puddles.
I can just imagine Enterprising Engines going out to the park to film this, and then a random guy who's just taking his dog on a walk's like, "What are you doing, mate?" And he's like, I'm filming for Thomas and Friends." Alright, mate. And he just walks out like, "Honey, I saw some autistic fucker filming with playing with his trains in the park."
But, uh-oh! Diesel 10 is here! Diesel 10's beating the rocks with his claw, and TP would not stop talking about beating his dick with his hand.
That's what I do to my dick at night.
What the fuck? Oh, my cock. Ow, fuck. Shut the fuck up. Oh. My dick is extending. Shut up!
I don't know why he kept making this joke, but something tells me that TP25 really loves penis. And so, Thomas, Percy and Skiff watch Diesel 10 from a distance, and Diesel 10 can't find the crown, so he hits the wall really hard, and guess what happens next? Da-da-da-da-da! Game show! A fucking landslide. B, a motherfucking landslide. C, rocks cave in and crush Diesel 10 alive, also known as a rock slide. Or D, the rocks like open up as a door, and then like the treasure slowly slides down just so it's in Diesel 10's reach. That's right, it's a fucking landslide. What do you mean it was D? What do you mean it was D? That makes no sense! And now, Diesel 10 has found the crown. Oh no! And Percy rushes forward to stop him, not letting him get away. But Percy, I hate to break it to you, you're not that guy. You can't fly Diesel 10.
What? Percy, get off your high horse, Percy. What are you gonna do? Stop going like, stop right there! What are you gonna do, Percy? It's fucking Diesel 10, what are you, little Percy, gonna do to Diesel 10? Little engines can do big things, but you can't do that big of a thing. Day of the Diesel.
Diesel 10 races away and the main cast chases after him. Diesel 10 honks his horn and gives the worst laugh I've ever heard. So as Diesel 10's laughing, his horn causes a rock slide. And then wait. What? No, you're telling me him hitting the wall angrily didn't do shit, but him going honk honk causes a rock slide? And he planned it too. He knew this would work. He even says a fucking corny line like, haha, take this, right before he does it. How? Percy sees the rock slide and, since he isn't fucking stupid, he slows down and stops just in time. Because, Percy of all engines would know how dangerous a rock slide is. I mean, he did go through this in, a movie before this. So, it's cool to see that he is not an idiot and he actually knows what...
Brake, Percy! You'll be derailed!
No way! I can do it!
Oh, no!
Get the fuck out my house, Percy! Only people with brains are allowed in here!
Brake, Percy, you're gonna crash! No, Skiff, fuck you! I'd rather crash than listen to you.
LOL.
Dumbass, bro.
He literally, no, it would make sense if he wasn't paying attention and the landslide was coming down, but no, it was right in front of him.
Yeah, he lived like 6 or 7 minutes.
I get that he doesn't trust Skiff, but does he not have any fucking eyes?
He was caught up in a landslide to tell the Brave. How the fuck does he not know?
Yeah, you have experience with this, Percy.
Percy says sorry for not listening to Skiff. When Skiff told him that there were rocks on the line. It is literally the equivalent of going, hey man, I'm sorry for not listening when you told me not to duck so I wouldn't get decapitated. I should have listened. Yeah, you fucking should have listened, mate. Look at you now. But there is no time to diddle-daddle because Diesel 10 is getting away and Thomas needs to stop them. So, Thomas leaves Percy alone with Skiff so they can have some bonding time while he goes to find another way out of the cave. And we all know that there's only one other way out of that cave. Diesel 10 has the crown and he's bragging to Ari and Bert when Thomas comes racing after him. Now, instead of just jumping his ass, because it's a 3-on-1, 4 if you count Pinchy, but no, they've run. And also...
We're trying, boss!
Ari calls Diesel 10 boss. When have Ari and Bert ever called Diesel 10 boss? Never, as far as I know. But you know who does call him boss?
Fucking splatter and dodge! Splatter and dodge, call it, boss!
You know, I thought they weren't using them because they didn't have the models and because they didn't have toys of them and they had Harry and Burr. But no, they do have the models of them. They're right here. Why don't you use them? They're right here. Why are you riding Harry and Burr like Splatter and Dodge? It doesn't make sense. Use Splatter and Dodge. And this chase scene is so cool. The action, the thrills, the music. Oh yes, the music, Daddy. I love the music. Give me more. It's so good. And the way Thomas biffs Diesel 10 and Harry and Bert try to box Thomas in, it is just so cool. I think that this is it's actually very cinematic, like considering what we've seen so far. And the way Thomas untraps himself, and once again, oh, the music, it's so good. Give me more, Daddy. The music, it's so good. Diesel 10 uses his claw to throw shit at Thomas and knock things onto the rails to try and stop him. You could just use your claw to kick his ass, but okay. But here's the thing, he accidentally gets rid of his own teammate, and friendly fire will not be tolerated. Also, Pinchy fucking dies. I just think that's funny. Also, Ari gets stopped by the Express. You know, they are running on the main line, but also, why is Gordon coming out of the Diesel Works with the Express?
Wait, is Gordon coming from the Diesel Works?
Yeah, why the fuck is Gordon coming from... Oh, wait, no, he's not. He's coming from a different line.
He's coming from the Diesel Works.
No, that's a sign saying the Diesel Works is the other way.
The Diesel Works.
Wait, he is coming from the Diesel Works. Why is Gordon coming from the Diesel Works?
Maybe he went to visit Den and Dart. I don't know.
With the Express.
Yeah, why would he go visit Den and Dart with the Express?
Thomas alerts the signalman that Diesel 10's trying to race to the mainland, and the signalmen call each other and tell them to raise the bridge. Actually, no, they tell Ryan to tell the vast signalman to raise the bridge. Don't know why they didn't just call the other signalman like they did with all the rest, but I don't know, I guess Ryan's cool. And so, as Thomas and Diesel 10 come racing in, Diesel 10, in true Diesel 10 fashion, falls off a bridge into a boat. Cool callback. There's actually a lot of Magic Railroad callbacks in the chase scene. So, the day is saved. The Fat Controller praises everyone for their actions, and also Ryan for some reason. Motherfucker thinks he's part of the team. Bro, you didn't do shit. Bro's the equivalent of a guy who only, like everyone else did all the work, and he just, signed his name at the end. Also, Diesel 10 gets stranded at sea.
You know, I really hate cruisers.
He's so silly! He's so silly!
But that's not all. We got a few bonus scenes. The bonus scenes. The scenes that come after everything else. In the first bonus scene, Sydney kills himself. He literally kills himself.
What are they doing? Why did they do that? Why did they throw themselves into the ocean? Is this incarnation of Arthur and Sydney suicidal? Arthur didn't jump in. Is he?
In the second one, Splatter and Dodge are in a desert. Why? I don't know. And Dart's in Japan. I don't know why Dart is in Japan, but he is. Nah, fuck Thomas. The Diesels have been going on their own big world, big adventure way before he has. Fuck Thomas. I want to see the Dart spin-off where he goes to Japan. And Class 40 is here. I don't know why. He's not shown up ever before. But this is only episode 1 of this series I'm doing, where I'm going to talk about all of the TCC videos. And I actually am really looking forward to talk about things such as Diesel 10 and Philip being friends, the Diesel Army arc, and Class 40 being kind of cool. Also the space station shed thing, and it doesn't really get good at the end, and I have to watch all of them. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Maybe I'm not. We get 2 more bonus scenes of Diesel at Mount Everest, and Percy and Skiff at Bond. Yeah! Boko! Yes! Boko! But it is nice to see Percy and Skiff bonding.
Let's give our overall thoughts. First of all, Damien, you go first. What are your overall thoughts on the stolen crown secret, whatever the fuck it's called?
Honestly, it was better than when I first watched it. It was a decent start to the series, I guess. And yeah, that's all I gotta say.
What about you, TP?
So, I think because of nostalgia reasons,
I would say it's fine, but the main problem with it is also the way they fucking got the models and just fucking everything changed from different people. You can tell when it did that. Like, it went from, the normal clay faces into the weirdest, hybrid. Then it went to Wooden Railway with two different versions of different Wooden Railway products, 1990s and 2020s, not 2010s. Then we went back. Fuck that voice crack. Then we went back to the models again. Choose one, stay with one, then later change it.
What about the nostalgic multiverse? What are your overall thoughts?
In all honesty, I love the TCC. In my opinion, it should be considered to be canon. But I'll say this. With what I've seen, the amount of model work is amazing, especially on the part of those who made the clay faces and stuff. The Wooden Railway stuff was awesome. Well done to Enterprising Engine 93, in all honesty. And not to mention the fact that the story overall, while it has a few plot holes in it and a few animation errors here and there, it's still pretty good, and I think it holds up.
Yeah. What about you, Sage?
I honestly really liked it, even though the writing wasn't really that crazy. I think that it was really, really, they did really good set dressing. The sets were really cool. Yeah, that's my main thing. I like this.
What about you, Joseph?
Honestly, the editing could have been a bit better, but the sets, absolutely fantastic. And I'll say I give the video 8.8 out of 10. That's all I'm gonna say.
All right. For mine, I think this was the first time they did this. This was the first project the TCC did, and you can see they haven't really quite got it yet. And I know from because I remember future videos. I remember how good the future ones get. I know that they eventually do find a formula that works, but then just as they hit their high note, Mattel stepped in and made it shit. But I think this is a rocky start, but you can see the potential in it.
Hey guys, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video because I really did enjoy making it. It's a lot of fun. I really hope Mattel won't come up and try to take my video down. They shouldn't, but they might. You know how Mattel is, annoying. I'll try to get this video out as soon as possible, so the next video where I talk about this one, I can talk about it during Christmas. So I can talk about the Christmas episode during Christmas. Perfectly timed. Anyway, if anyone who worked on the TCC is watching this, please don't get offended. I love the TCC. Most of my overreactions and me freaking out are all just overplayed and over-exaggerated for the point of comedy. This isn't a professional review. I'm not a smart guy. And the next videos I hope to improve on my reviewiness and my professional skills. So yeah, this is the first of many. Maybe I'll come back and do a proper review.